Yes, I'm Rod Bauer, and it's been my privilege to be a friend and colleague of Jo and Penny for almost 20 years, and Jo has asked if I might read this on her behalf. Sadly, I'm not able to be physically present here, although this event is so much in my heart tonight. Unfortunately, this clashes with leave that Penny and I planned over a year ago with some special family commitments. However, this film is truly timely. We've seen some encouraging progress, but in recent years, transgender people have come under unprecedented scrutiny, especially in the church, but also in our wider society. In parts of Australia, we still do not have the basic human right of accurate birth certification, whilst our health and other support needs have hardly begun to be adequately addressed. Meanwhile, some parts of some churches are essentially inviting an ideology to batter us. This is even before we come to current proposed religious discrimination legislation. So this film is very timely, and I particularly rejoice that its premiere is in Sydney, where the seeds of Australian religious cruelty are most bitter. I should therefore like to express my immense thanks to all involved in the film, particularly to Rachel Lane and John Wallace. It is truly a joy to be part of the making of this film and to meet so many loving and talented people, not least of all Rhett, and his adoptive family, and all the film crew. Great Christian mystics say that every living creature is a word of God. Some words, however, are silenced or horribly distorted. In an age of liars in power and false news, so many words are twisted for the benefit of others. I rejoice, therefore, that part of the word of God, that I am, has been so beautifully enabled by this film. It is hardly a complete word. There are so many other transgender words to be supported and brought to life. However, I pray deeply that this may make an ever-living contribution to the sharing of all our words of good news. For this film can genuinely save lives if it is shared widely. Indeed, as so often happens, someone contacted me this week for support for a transgender young person in their congregation. They said that this young person was striving to be a person of faith, essentially because they had learnt that I existed. I love the title, Faithfully Me, as it goes to the heart of our human and religious invitation to become most fully alive. This film, however, might also be called Faithfully Us. For I rejoice that in what it shares about relationships, community, and the rich gifts that transgender people of faith offer to the church and to the world, which are so often too slowly taken up. We live in a world which treats too many people as unfaithfully them. Disastrous ideas of God versus gay people and trans people are perpetuated when we look at unfaithfully them. However, authentic storytelling like this film still has the power to dispel such ignorance and deceit. I hope that this film and all our stories of love may contribute to the better world for which so many of us long. So, thank you for the timely encouragement you will bring this evening and beyond. Josephine Ingley.